Alrighty, here we go. We have finally put together Cyrus's deck and have thrown it together, or thrown some opponents together to do a little test run. So we're going against mid-tier Duelist Kingdom and then a mid-tier Battle City opponent. So Panic has been the one that was somewhat randomly selected for this. So Cyrus's deck. Okay, now that Avian's in hand on first turn, Avian has been added to Cyrus's deck for a fusion. So when Cyrus plays, he's going to refrain from using Avian. So this is a test duel, so we are just trying to test some combos and stuff so we can see how Cyrus might perform. Avian's fusion is UFO-roid Fighter or something, I think it's called. It's the one he used in the anime when he was tag teaming with Jaden, where Avian jumps on top of the UFO. It's not a very strong fusion. I think its effect's not bad, but... Alright, Yellow Luster Shield from Panic. And I am scrolling in comments. I believe I'm here. Alright, Shard of Greed has been played. I might use Shard of Greed as a replacement for Pot of Greed from now on, because you draw 2 cards off of it. Rescue Roid is available for Cyrus. It's costly though, it's 6 stars. Submarine Roid can attack directly as well, but... Oh no, he's gone straight for Rescue Roid. So Submarine Roid can attack directly and then it will go to defense mode. It's actually not a bad card, Submarine Roid. Right, Rescue Roid, so that will stop Panic from being able to tribute summon, at least for the time being. Atada 1008, still waiting for Thelonious Viper and the Venom deck. Thelonious Viper was in GX, and his name is listed on the combatants, so his deck will probably be getting put together within the next week or two. So we will be able to see Thelonious and his Viper deck very soon. Atada, also, how is your back coming along? I know you had needed to have an operation on it. It was just trying to get the funds together to actually have it. So, hope you're doing well. Gatomi758, I would have gone with Roxanne Perez to win the Rumble, a fresh new face for Mania. I'm more interested in the next Cody feud leading to Mania, a returning Randy with an aggressive attitude ready to humble Cody. It would be nice to see Randy back to go against John Cena as well, because Randy and Cena both came in at roughly the same time in 2002. I reckon WWE would be really smart to go with an NXT winner for a Royal Rumble. A women's Royal Rumble would do well, because the women in NXT arguably are better than the ones on Raw and SmackDown. Like, in terms of in-ring and all that, Roxanne Perez is really good in ring. And given her age as well, she's only like, what, 22, 23 years old? But a lot of the women on NXT are actually really, really good. And they, when you think about it, they just need that push towards SmackDown, and it will really expose just how average the women's division is compared to NXT. That's how I feel about it anyway, but I would have really liked to have seen Roxanne Perez win it as well. It's obvious already that people don't want to see Charlotte Flair again in the main event. Because whenever she does a return, it's like it's written in a contract or something that she needs to be in a title match. But enough ranting about WWE. Dan Player 2K says, do you ever put deck list up so we can try them for ourselves? Some decks look fun. I haven't done that, but sure, there would be a way that I could do it. I do have deck lists, but no, I haven't put them up. What's a good place to put them up on? I don't know, it's just that I've never done like streaming or Discord or anything. I could probably put it in Discord. So I don't use Discord very often though. If you've got suggestions on where I could put deck lists up where it would be accessible for everyone, just like nice and easy in like a document file on the internet somewhere, sure, it's just that I've never done it before. I'd probably figure it out easy enough, but But no, I'm all for that, putting deck lists up if some of you want to recreate the decks that you see here and try them out as well. Cyrus. Is he going for a 5-card? He's gone for that 5-card fusion. That's that 4,000 attacker, which is like almost unstoppable. Funky Dirk says, we do tend to see the same 2 or 3 fusions for Jaden. Maybe a lot of work, but maybe cycle in and out some hero fusions every few duels because there are so many options. There are a lot of options for Jaden, and it's Elemental Hero Gaia is making an appearance in almost every duel because he is so easy to summon. And his effect is really good. It's like a Ryoku. As Castle of Dark Illusions is no more. That has been absolutely blown to pieces. Now, Barbaroid, the ultimate battle machine, that can't attack directly, so that does have a downfall, but any monster it destroys, it'll do 1,000 points of damage, and it can attack twice. So it is a very destructive card still. Alejandro Fernandez says, I get that the Serenity deck might seem powerful, but her strongest monster is 1517 if counting the 1 tribute monster, or 2800 with her fusion. That is true. She doesn't have a lot of strong monsters in it. It does have ways to power up her cast, but not many. You might be right though, maybe more for a Battle City tournament run with some more powerful staples. I tested it against early AI decks, Weevil, Mako, Kyber, Rex and Mai in-game, and those battles were close, if not almost unwinnable. But they were always close and fun. It's we'll be able to edit Serenity's deck again soon as well. We've got Asters in. Asters is coming up after this. Bastions is in works, along with Cyrus's brother, Zane. They're both in works as well, so we should see them in the next coming days, as Cyrus is playing with Fusion Gate and his Super Vehicroid mobile base, 5,000 defense points. That may not actually be a great move to summon that though, because you need to use a fusion. I mean, it is testing, so we're not going for perfect moves here. We're going for combos, functionality, testing of effects to just get a feel for the deck. He's also got Megaroid City there as well, but to remove that 4,000 attacker for a 5,000 defense isn't the best move here, but we are seeing some possibilities. Now, it does have a good effect. He can pull fusion monsters from the fusion deck. But again, I'm not 100% familiar with all of Cyrus's cards either in real game, as there goes Megaroid City, so Fusion Gate has been replaced. Crimson Maelstrom 573. I've seen some people try this matchup to see who would win. 9 out of 10 victories were to Chumley. That's for the Jaden and Chum match. 9 out of 10 victories were to Chum, really? Jaden did Chum pretty easily in this one. But then again, Jaden's deck, if it was going to go to Season 1, it would have to be nerfed a little bit because there's too many fusion options. If he was going to use his Burstinatrix, Avian, Bubbleman, Sparkman, and Clayman as like his main monsters and fusions, then it would be a different story probably. But alright, Sukowski 1978 says, maybe you'll make megabucks micro purchases in any game or application you develop could make you money consistently. Well, that 100% could. Micro purchases and V-Bucks, Megabucks, or however described, yeah, they're the way that video games make money today. It's just that morally I'm so against them. It just, I don't know if I could do it. It's like, if the game's free, sure, in-game purchases is what sort of, like, you know, gives the person who made the game a way to make a living, of course. But because I grew up in the era where in games you just put the disc in the console, you pay money for the disc, the game, you put it in the console, and you just play the game. There's no like advantages you could get because you've gone and bought all these in-game purchases, so like the online field becomes so uneven. So I've always sort of been against microtransactions because of that thing. If you're playing against others and someone's bought all this extra stuff to give them an advantage, they just kind of get creamed. V-Bucks, I'm not familiar with that stuff. I know I do have a cousin who plays Fortnite, and he's always asking my aunt or what is his nan for V-Bucks. When I was in Bunbury during Christmas, a couple of days, like Leighton's like, Nan, can I get some V-Bucks? And Nan's like, oh, all right. And Leighton would get like the $8.75 one, and he'd buy a skin or something on Fortnite. It's like, I don't mind that. That's just buying apparel stuff. But when you buy stuff in-game to give you like a stupid piece of weaponry or something to get an advantage, it's kind of where it's like, then it just makes it uncompetitive online. But yeah, it's the game development stuff. It will be interesting to see where I can go. I could always make a paid game. The game costs like $10 or something, and it's just the game. There's no in-game purchases. To solve my moral dilemma, as Panic is low on points, but he's fighting back. Cyrus would have won this if he kept his 4,000 attacker, but it is deck testing, and there are some very good combos in Cyrus's deck. It is actually a pretty fun deck to play. Okay, so Chimera's on the field, so now Cyrus can activate the effect of 5,000 Defender, the big boy, and he can play a fusion that's less attack, or a Roid monster. I think that's less attack than the one on the opponent's side of the field. Pair Psychroid can attack directly, which is very good for a 1600, especially if you use limiter removal or power bond to get it to the field. Haha! There goes Panic in this first match. SCH292, that's an old name, one of my original commenters as well from a long time ago. Haven't commented on your channel for a while now, sorry. YouTube has been changing my algorithm ever since I looked up car parts for my car a few weeks ago. I mean, I don't expect anyone to watch consistently forever. Like, that'd be a lot, because if we're doing 3 duels a day, that's a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh content to watch every day. And I have the same. I've got YouTubers who I would watch for a few months, and then I don't watch them for a while. It's just nature. We move on to other forms of viewing. But no, always good to hear from people, no matter how long it's been as well. And yeah, YouTube's algorithm, that is a funny beast. It really is. It's speaking of car parts as well, not long ago I had my throttle body cleaned out because carbon and all this crap keeps getting built up in it. It's an older car. I think it's got the old carburetor problems, and what's happening is carbon is building up in my throttle body, and it's causing my throttle lever to stick. So whenever I start the car up after it's sort of driven, even just a little bit, just to run down the road, when you start it back up, it will idle like absolute crap, to the point where it can cut the engine out. It will have real issues. But I mean, it is a 33-year-old car, and it still goes. So it's tough as old boot leather. All right, so next match here is Joey and Cyrus. So Joey's a mid-tier Battle City contestant. He started off with Panther Warrior. Squirrel Commander says Gear Golems are a pretty good deck. I think this deck will do pretty good. That's for Professor Crowler. And Mr. Hootie Hoo RDK. The Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, they break real easily. My friend broke 2 sets just by playing Animal Crossing. Wow. I can understand breaking on playing Dragon Ball Z or something where you get to rotate the analytics like a million times, but nope, unless there's a crazy minigame in Animal Crossing that I don't know of, the Joy-Cons suck. They break super easy. Now that I think about it, other friends of mine that have Nintendo Switch and these Joy-Cons, they've all had issues with theirs as well. So they're just not that durable, I guess. I mean, if you pick up a Joy-Con, they're super light as well. Like, they don't weigh anything. So they're obviously made out of like, they're not made out of very strong material if they're going to be that light as well. I know maybe the Switch 2 will address some of those issues, hopefully. Especially with the crashing issues, particularly this game. This game's really bad for it, but it only ever happens on the Switch that's on the dock. The Respawn Switch seems to be the only one that will crash and have that issue, so maybe there's just an issue with that Switch. It is up to date, like all the updates and stuff in it, but who knows. BC Ligny says, Patrick Star versus Blue Eyes White Dragon, who would win? I'd pick Patrick in that fight. Because Blue Eyes White Dragon, I would assume, cannot breathe underwater. However, the physics of SpongeBob... we could do a whole episode on the physics of SpongeBob, and it would get more and more ridiculous. Does anyone remember that episode where SpongeBob gets the invitation to the party? And he's reading it, but all the ink's faded because of water, and SpongeBob is like, whoever wrote this letter has no ideas of the concepts of underwater life. Ah, well, Pat, throw it on the fire. SpongeBob, what a show. It's embodied in so many childhoods. SpongeBob SquarePants. It's a global phenomenon, and always will be. Rest in peace, Steven Hillenburg, the creator. He died of ALS, I think, or motor neuron disease, something like that. Yeah, it was a shame. He was only he still wasn't really that old. I think he was only in his 50s when he died as well. As Truckroid is under attack, there goes Masaki, the legendary swordsman, but activate the Megaroid City. What does that do? I haven't been looking at effects. I've been reading comments. So deck to the graveyard. Cyrus just having a look through some effects here. What does that Megaroid City thing do? Oh, flip the attack and defense. Oh dear. That may not have been a good move from Cyrus. Again, this is a test duel. So our players are, just working out nuances and effects and stuff. Oh dear, that was not a good move from Cyrus. But again, test duel. It's okay. Oh, Fusion Gate. Does Cyrus have a fusion in hand? Oh, I think he might. I believe. So Cyrus lost his Truckroid but drew Fusion Gate. This game, it has its ways of being like this. Where, you make an unbelievable blunder, but then you draw the best possible card, and now Cyrus is in lead. He's back at it. Oh, so, okay, so that Megaroid City or whatever, you could use that with the 5,000 defense fusion monster. Flip its defense to attack, use limiter removal, or can you summon it with Power Bond? Okay, summon it with Power Bond. Oh, but then it's attack, because Power Bond doubles the attack. Does it double attack and defense, Power Bond? Cyrus has got Power Bond. Anyway, let's say limiter removal instead. I did put a limiter removal in, because limiter removal is fun. So, 5,000 defense, use that Megaroid City, put it to attack. Put it to 10,000 attack with limiter removal, and then kaboom. Okay, and there is one more comment at time of... Oh no, there isn't. Another one's just popped up. When Crowler lost to Jaden, he would not let Jaden live it down, and spent the majority of all the series trying to get Jaden to lose or get kicked out. The only Ancient Gear cards I have are from a box that had cards from various characters: Jaden, Yugi, Joey, Crowler, Jesse, Chaz, Kyber, Tyranno, and maybe from 5Ds. I'm pretty sure a good deal of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards are from starter decks of Yugi, Kyber, Joey, Jaden, Jesse, Egyptian God cards box, along with various booster and blister packs. I have tried to put the key or iconic cards with the specific character that use them. Others are organized by element and star level. How many times, I wonder, when I was a kid, that I spent just organizing Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like the cards that I had were like mostly post GX. Legend of Blue Eyes, Metal Raiders. Like I was a kid when those were coming out, but I had all the starter decks. I had the original Yugi, Kyber, Joey, and Pegasus starter decks, and God, I wish I still had them. An unboxed one. You see how much they're worth now, the unboxed ones? But I had the Yugi and Kyber Reloaded, or were they called Reloaded, or was it Evolution? Both of those exist, Reloaded and Evolution. They're both separate decks. I don't remember which one was which, though. I think it might have been Reloaded. And then I brought a few structure decks that came out in like 2005, and they were beast. I still got them. I still got those structure decks. I think I got about 5 or 6 of them. And Syrus DC says he should have attacked 0 defense power card with anything. That was a massive mistake. It allowed him to get Jinzo, who ended up winning the game for him. That was a Deep Sea Warrior, Gansley and Joey. I don't remember the turn. I probably missed some move. It was a test. That was one of the test duels as well. The test duels, we're going to see errors in the test duels because players are like trying out different combos and stuff, so they're going to... Wait, but didn't... It was a 0 defense, but I don't think he was able to destroy it. I remember Joey having a 0 defense, but I don't think Gansley had anything to attack with. I think he only had Tadpole, and that was 0 attack. I don't know. I'd have to watch the moment of like that duel again, but it was only an exhibition. I mean, they'll all get better with the decks as well as they use them a bit more as well. Cyrus has Power Bond, but he can't activate it. And speaking of 0 defense, Joey had 0 defense on the field. So Submarine Roid attacks, then goes to defense mode. That's actually a really good card, Submarine Roid. Very good card. You could put that together with cards like Jinzo 7. Then use limiter removal 3 times and double their attacks 3 times. And then attack directly and then probably win. To ask you a question. And Panther Warrior was summoned first, but it tributed something to attack. I don't remember. I was looking at comments. I did see Panther Warrior, but I didn't actually see what it tributed. Oh, you got it right. It was Guardian of the Labyrinth. There you go. Haha. Take that, Joey. End phase. Turn change back to Cyrus. Okay, that card needs to be swapped out. That monster duplication, that's 500 or under. I think that was put in with the anticipation of using that on the Psychroid, but that's 800. So I think that needs to be replaced with another card. The Stealthroid is doing the damage. Joey's at 3,300. After this one, it'll be Cyrus and Jaden. We'll do a Cyrus and Jaden match just for the fun of it. So that'll be a tougher opponent as well for Cyrus. Machine Assembly Line. That'll be 200 extra attack. And to the battle phase now. I know Avian is there, but Cyrus is going to refrain from summoning Avian unless it's like... In fact, we may refrain from using Avian at all unless it's being fused for UFO Roid Fighter, because Cyrus didn't actually have Avian, so From that point of view, Avian is just there in the deck to serve as a fusion material. He's not there to do anything. I mean, Joey's probably only going to last one more turn anyway. He goes with a face-down defense. Another... Oh, sorry, face-down spell or trap, not defense. Make that 3 and do the end phase. Maybe a high-level monster. Maybe Jinzo, maybe Gearfried, or Guilford, I think. Guilford the Lightning. As Joey uses Grave Robber to bring back Shard of Greed. But, okay, 812 is 2,000, so Joey would survive. I mean, Cyrus does have Avian. And, oh, okay. Haha. Cheap shot by Cyrus. Cheap shot thrown. Joey will have to get revenge on that someday. Cyrus played Avian, the forbidden card, but it'll end the duel. It's a test duel, so they probably wanted to move on. Unless he just has nothing in his hand and the players are just like, oh, just end it. Joey's got nothing. He ain't got nothing. Alright, one more match for this. Okay, Cyrus's deck is pretty cool. It's actually quite fun. So we will have a Jaden and a Syrus match to finish off, just as again, an exhibition, but just because it's a fun match as well. There he is, the best of friends, Guard Dragon Justica. 2100 defense, 4 stars, and it's a tuner. And not the fish. As first to go is Jaden. Alrighty. That is A. So 2 players here who like to fuse. Jaden starts off with Upstart Goblin. I might replace all the Upstart Goblins with Shard of Greed because it's closer to Pot of Greed's effect. Just that Pot of Greed is banned. Shard of Greed you actually have to put on the field for a little bit, so I might update that for Jaden's deck as well when the time comes. Jaden has activated Polymerization and is going for a fusion. He used Reinforcement of the Army. It's Burstinatrix and Avian. Okay. Elemental Hero Flame Wingman, just like the anime. And Flame Wingman comes to the field. He's 2100. And he will inflict life point damage equal to the destroyed monster as well. Alright, Cyrus plays Jar of Greed. And Gyroid once per battle cannot be destroyed by... Once per turn cannot be destroyed by battle. What does I say? Once per battle cannot be destroyed by battle. Oh, that will actually bypass the destruction effect, so... Cyrus won't lose any life points here. Haha, take that, Flame Wingman. Alright, there's a polymerization for Jaden. Sorry, Cyrus. Which he... Okay, Magic Jammer is down. Again, machine duplication needs to be removed and have something else added. Sure, we can find something for Cyrus to have. Maybe a machine conversion factory. Then again, it's a Duelist Kingdom equip card. Flash! Ha! Savior of the universe, as Gyroid is attacked by it. So now Flame Wingman will be able to destroy Gyroid, and there goes 1,000 of Cyrus's life points. So Cyrus in trouble now. It'll be tough for him to beat this Jaden deck specifically because... But then again, Cyrus probably has all of his Roid cards. I did see a lot of Speed Roid cards when I put in Roid as the... filter when I was building his deck. So... Did Cyrus use Speed Roid cards in the anime? I get the feeling the Speedroid cards, a lot of them look like they're synchros and stuff, so I get the feeling they may have actually come after GX. But again, it's been a long time since I watched the GX series, so I don't really remember. Maybe Speedroid is something that a later years, like after graduating from GX, that's a deck that Cyrus would have, would be the Speedroids. Okay, so Cyrus played Syrus. I do believe our player may have just noticed that as well. I think we all may have missed that one. We didn't quite notice the attack factor. As we put in a machine while we were looking at spell cards and probably just misread it, but again, that's what exhibition duels, test duels are for. Damn, Cyrus has some freaking strong fusions. Like, like Jesus. 3,600, there's a 4,000 in there, there's another 3,000 in there. So, I'm super keen for Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days. Who else is keen for Early Days? That's just gonna be so much fun. Alright, Jaden has gone for a double tribute, and it's Elemental Hero Blade Edge at 2,600, and Cyrus is almost going to be out of points after this attack here. Well, as it happens in the anime, I think Jaden played against Cyrus a couple of times. Mostly friendly duels, but Cyrus, he didn't win many. And there's Drillroid. Wait, does Cyrus have... He's got Drillroid. Does he have... Oh, he's got 5. He's got 5 roids, so he'll be able to draw the 4,000. Oh, would you believe this? Cyrus didn't lay any monsters on the field, and it's paid off for him. So he's flushed life points to take a chance, and let's see Jaden get out of this. Barbaroid, the ultimate battle machine. 4,000 attack, can attack twice, can't attack directly, but it can attack twice. Oh, it's a shame Cyrus doesn't have, didn't have Power Bond or a limiter removal. Yeah, it wiped Jaden out in one turn. He'd almost wipe him out in one turn here. If that wasn't such a strong set of monsters that Jaden had on the field, he would have lost that match probably. 2,700 life points. So Jaden lost, what, 5,300 life points in that one turn? Well, what a turn of events this is. Down goes Elemental Hero Wildheart in attack mode. So Jaden... Oh, he's got Miracle Fusion. No, he doesn't. He's got Magic Jammer. Ha! He's got a Magic Jammer on his head. And Jaden... Ah, boo. Polymerization. We all know what this is going to be. It's going to be Elemental Hero Gaia. Ah, that's ripped off. Boo. That's worse than Charlotte Flair winning the damn Women's Royal Rumble. Elemental Hero Gaia goes away for a little while and then makes a comeback. And now steals the victory. Ah, that's BS. Boo. I know exactly that everyone agrees with me. Boo. Elemental Hero Gaia can go off himself. Boo. That sucks. Alright. Well, Cyrus lost in dramatic fashion, but that was a good match. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, take care, farewell.